All right, we are now live on the Wade's Ventures YouTube channel. All right, guys. First off, let me know if you can see me, you can hear me. Let me know if I sound like an angel or don't sound like an angel. Let me know if you can hear me. What's going on, guys? Let me say hello to some people in chat. This is the first live show 2019. Of course, we did one last night, but this is the first Wade's Ventures solo live show with an amazing guest. We're bringing it back. We've got a record this week. We've never done 5 interviews in the same week since this channel has been a channel. So anyways, let me hello some people in chat here. We have Tracy. What's going on, Tracy? Deb, what's going on? Thrift Trader, what's going on, my new admin? So now, I've got Ryan and Allie. I've got Craigslist Hunter. I've got Just, Mr. Pac-Man, the best admin in the business. And now we have Thrift Traders. So we're bumping up the admins here on this channel. AC, what's going on? Deb, what is going on? Let's see. Mark, Stephanie, what's going on? Sorry if I'm missing some people here. Chat is a-flying. So Hugo, Tiffany, what's going on? And all right, so let's get into this, guys. Let's get Gina, what's going on? So those of you who don't know, possibly you're joining this channel for the first time. I do storage units, I do dumpster dives, I do thrifting, I do auctions, I do everything regarding selling online here on this channel. And that being said, guys, if you're new to the channel, one of the big things that started out my YouTube channel career was doing interviews. And so the idea here is to interview really cool people around the community that are not necessarily really big yet and get them on my channel so I can interview them. Because people that are not massive on social media yet, whether they have 1 follower, 100 followers, or 1,000 followers, I invite them on here and I do an interview. We get to know them as a person, them as a reseller. And so it's reseller interviews, guys. We have one today, one tomorrow. Lindy Glenn, we have Wednesday. And we also have, forgot those were on. We also have Thursday and Friday, guys. We have all kinds of resellers this week. I am super excited. So this is the first on the Wade's Ventures YouTube channel. But regardless, tonight we have a special guest. Not only is she really cool, but she's also been a viewer for quite a long time here on the channel. And I'm going to pass it over to the best, the amazing Tracy Thrifts.
Hey everyone, I'm Tracy with Tracy Thrifts. I've been a reseller since 1998 on eBay and a newish Amazon seller. I started about mid-2018 with Amazon. I have been on Poshmark since 2013, and I did not do Poshmark for the first couple of years. So I've been doing Poshmark a lot more steadily for the last 2 years. And yeah, I don't want to say I'm an avid dumpster diver because that's not true, but I have been digging in the dumpsters for a little while now. If I see what looks like some good stuff, I'll get in there.
Interesting. I didn't know about that about you. First and foremost, you've been selling on eBay for longer than I have, which is crazy. That's awesome.
I started when I was 15.
Wow. And you can tell you're a reseller because you've got a Goodwill bag right behind you. And I would be shocked if I seen a reseller on eBay and I didn't walk through their house and find at least one Goodwill bag, right?
That might have just been placement for the video.
Yeah, was it?
Normally they're all over the floor.
So, guys, you know the drill. What's going to happen here is that she's got a crazy cool YouTube channel. Go to her YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Once you subscribe, then tell me what number subscriber you are so I can shout you out. We've got some really cool people in the house tonight. So once you subscribe, she's already got a video that you did a couple of days ago. And I was a lurker in that, and also your Instagram live. See, you guys don't think I'm behind the scenes on your live shows, but I am. So go subscribe to her. She's got a great channel. So let's get into this. I've got my list over here. Boy, you are going to see me shift my head because it's been like 3 weeks since we've done an interview. But so you already said you're full-time. you've been selling on eBay for quite a while. Now you're selling on eBay, Poshmark, Amazon. You're looking for items in dumpsters. You're thrifting. Let's get into this. So tell me what made you sell on eBay all those years ago? Like, how did you find out you can sell on eBay? Did you watch that one show with the 40-year-old virgin? Is that what it is? Yeah, the 40-year-old.
I have seen that. Yes.
Yes. Did you see that show and you're like, she had a little eBay, booth thing, and you're like, man, I can do that?
I actually, obviously I was 15, so I was still living at home with my mom, and it was before I could even go and legally have a job. So I started out actually selling CDs on eBay. Like, that's probably the most popular thing any 15-year-old can get their hands on. So that is how I got my start. Yeah, and Poshmark, as soon as Poshmark came out, I was immediately a buyer on the app more so. Like I said, I didn't start actually selling on a Poshmark because part of me, I guess, was thinking like I'm doing eBay. Poshmark just takes more time, but now that I've actually started doing all of it with Mercari, I forgot to mention Mercari a few minutes ago, but I recently started doing that. I don't have very many items up over there, and I have not done very well, so I probably don't have any good information or tips on Mercari until I get a little more seasoned with that. But yeah, eBay and Poshmark are doing really well, and I've probably sent in 5 large shipments to Amazon, and I've done super well with that. You just got to know your numbers and your ranks of items to make sure you don't send in stuff that's going to sit forever and possibly not sell, and then you have to recall it.
So as you're explaining that, we have a ton of people that just subscribe to you. So I'll knock off a few of these because I'm trying to get better at this. So Thrift Trader, what's going on, my man? 175. We got Stephanie, 183. Blackberry. That name is amazing. I love your name. 176 subscriber. Clutter Guy, really cool guy. 182. We have, let's see. Let me know if I missed anybody. We have KC. Oh, never mind, KC. You didn't do any. We have Rebecca, 180. We have 10 of Hearts, 187. So, guys, thank you for subscribing. Sarah, 186. So, Jeffrey, 192. So, guys, thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. She's amazing. That's one reason why we do these interviews, is to find these hidden gems within our community and put them in the chat so you guys can get their goodness, their reselling goodness, their lusciousness. I haven't said that word in a while. All right, so
thank you all for subscribing, by the way.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about, like, now that we kind of know the lay of the land and what you're selling on, tell us what state you're in. I want to kind of know what state you're in, so that way we kind of get an idea of where you're finding your merchandise.
I am in Indiana.
And where are we thrifting at? Like, give us a lay of the land.
I thrift at Goodwill, Salvation Army. We have church rummage sales, yard sales. I forget what there's a church ran. I cannot think of the name of it, but it's a church organization that has a store. St. Francis, I think it is. So yeah, we have a nice selection, but the prices at Goodwill are getting high, so I'm trying not to invest too much in my items right now. So I try to stick with the lower price shops. Yeah,
like literally, Goodwill is getting. I don't know if let me know in chat, guys. Let me know how many people realize that the Goodwill prices are getting higher. Even Salvation Army. So get this, 2 things. Salvation Army is actually now Goodwill is regional based. So for example, I can go 6 to 7 hours and I'll hit like a different region within Goodwill. So it'll be different color tags, like it's ran differently. But that being said, I know that some Goodwills are scanning the books in the back of the Goodwill before they're putting them on the floor, because they send them into Amazon now. And some Goodwills actually, you guys know that you can go to shopgoodwill.com. Mm-hmm. And so now a lot of Goodwills are adopting that, sending in merchandise that way before it even hits the floor. And then also some Goodwills are doing boutique areas where they're having a section of the store that's like higher end per se, not for resellers, but more so just consumers. So a lot of Goodwills are adopting that, where they do like a boutique area and put like the Nike and the more well-known brands there. But it's getting interesting, guys. I mean, obviously, it's not like it was 10 years ago. People are not like new to the reselling game, right? They know of reselling now. It's not like it was, so you're going to have to be a little bit more crafty when you find your thrifting, because they are changing things up. A Perfect Buy says, yep, too much. Yes. God, I miss interacting with the chat, man. I got the world's most amazing people in this chat. Seriously. All right, so you kind of thrift everywhere, and church sales, rummage sales. If you guys don't know, we did a video Sunday of like, there's 71 links that you can use for reselling, and it's in the description here, so you guys can click that and see about 71 links that may help you with your reselling journey. But okay, so we kind of know where you live. We know how long you've been reselling. Give me an idea. I noticed that was your husband, right? Give me an idea of what your family thinks of you doing full-time reselling, and let me know if you have any kiddos at the house. I'm curious. Give me a snapshot of your personal situation there.
Most of the time I am listing at night after my 7-year-old son goes to bed. And we actually just moved out of our apartment that we were in for 3 years, and we had a lot more space there, obviously, but that situation got bad. We didn't need to be there anymore just because of the outside situation in our neighbors, but we'll not go into that. So my mother-in-law and father-in-law agreed to let us squat here for a few months so that we can look for our own house and just get our finances situated so we can do that. But yeah, my husband and I are in a small spare bedroom right now, and he's like, don't bring more eBay stuff in here because we are running out of room.
When you guys look for your next house, like, make sure that, I always tell this to new resellers, like, and this is a mistake that I made, and all you spouses out there, I may not have any spouses in chat, know what I'm talking about, but it's like, okay, I'll use this little corner over here, right? And then all of a sudden, a week, 2 weeks, a month goes by, and then you're using half the room, and then a full room, and then soon you're moving in the garage, and then soon it's garage, kitchen, dining room. And then everywhere you look, there's literally eBay and Amazon stuff. So that's kind of how what it turns out to be, right?
That's exactly right.
So you got to have like an amazing spouse to put up with that stuff, because honestly, it gets crazy. I can understand that. I hope you guys find a really cool place after this and expand.
I'm hoping for my own eBay office.
Yes, there's nothing better. Like the garage is my home over here, guys. The garage is my home.
Yeah.
All right. I spend more time in the garage than I do anywhere. Don't think, guys, if you have any questions, also put it in chat. Real quick, let me turn my phone down here. Real quick, guys, understand too, when you're on my YouTube channel, it's a little different. So I am a big fan of helping people grow their social media. I mean, I think that's one thing I founded my channel on. So within reason, if you guys want to cross-promote your YouTube channel, your Instagram, your Facebook groups, or your eBay names, your Poshmark names, if you guys want to cross-promote within chat, you guys have that option. You can do that as much as you want. All 140 of you guys, if you guys want to cross-promote. That way, maybe other people will join your journey too. So without being spammy, do as much as you want and help support yourself. Okay. So tell me a little bit about how to like, first of all, you have a 7-year-old. I think we skipped over that part. Like, does he go thrifting with you ever? Like, does he ever help mommy pick out items?
He doesn't help me pick out items for selling, but he does have to go with me about 95% of the time. So, and my trick is to go immediately to the toy section, let him pick up something to play with. He'll either get in the back of the cart and sit and play with it, or if it's a car or something, he'll just be like right around me in the floor with his car, rolling it around and whatnot. But that's a definite first thing we do.
It's funny how having kids changes your reselling landscape. Like, literally, we do the same thing when we go to Fred Meyer's, which is like, whether I go there for RA, like retail arbitrage, or I go there to get groceries. There's this little area in Fred Meyer's that they give kids free fruits as you walk into the door. And that's like the first thing we beeline into that, give him an apple so he can have something to play with and eat while we're out doing our thing,
Yeah,
so
we have stores kind of like that too.
Isn't it pretty challenging having a kid and doing full-time reselling?
Absolutely. Most nights I have to list after he goes to bed, or if I'm lucky, I can put him on his iPad and he'll be quiet for a couple hours. I can maybe get something done a little earlier in the day, but we don't try to do that very often because, screen time.
Hey, dude, the kids is what the reason that we do reselling, guys. Don't lose sight of the reason you do it. And a lot of times too, if you find that sometimes it gets tough or you're overwhelmed, because it does get overwhelming. And I find that a lot of people get overwhelmed for a lot of reasons, primarily because it's not guaranteed income. Also, I find a lot of people that get overwhelmed that I've noticed, what happens is they buy a lot of merchandise, they buy a lot of inventory, and then they overwhelm themselves because they have so much to list, right? So they prefer, everybody loves thrifting. I mean, that's primarily one of the perks of this job is you can go out and buy stuff. I mean, who doesn't want to do that, right? But
right.
the people get overwhelmed when they buy too much, and then they're sitting there with a massive pile that they have to list. And on top of that, it's not consistent. There's a lot of reasons why people get overwhelmed. So maybe consider that, guys. If you're having issues, maybe consider, buying smaller amounts, getting that listed, then going out and thrifting more, get that listed. It'll help you with the overwhelming issues. So RVA, thanks, man. I appreciate the love. He's got a great YouTube channel as well, guys. Go check him out. And I'm improving comments. So, okay. So
I'm definitely guilty of doing that, buying way too much, and then it's in a pile, and then it's just daunting because it looks like a lot of work. But once you get started doing it, you get back in your rhythm and you just go with it. And so I end up getting a lot of stuff done once I just start doing it.
Yeah, it's funny how that is. Like you have to do one or two listings and then you get into it. It's that one or two listings that are tough.
Yes.
Right. And also, if you're having issues, like consider, you're the only person that knows what you hate doing. Like if you hate listing, then possibly get like a virtual assistant, especially since supposedly in Q1 of this year, eBay is supposed to make it to where people can log into your account with, limited permissions and start listing drafts for you, which would be great. I get that there's other programs, but coming straight from eBay, that'd be something that'd be really awesome. That's supposed to come in Q1, so that's going to be cool. I can't believe, Tracy, it is literally 6 months until eBay opened 2019. Would you ever consider that?
Probably not. I want to, but I just don't know if it's going to be feasible for us, being that that'll be right when we start looking for a home this year. So maybe in the coming years.
Maybe
probably not this year.
2022. What do you love about reselling? Tell me, like, what makes it like exciting for you to resell?
When I'm standing in a store and I find something for $2 and I look it up on eBay and see it's selling for $300, that's really exciting. And knowing that I'm actually contributing to my family and not just depending on my husband to bring the bacon, I guess.
Hey, your boy Wade loves some bacon, though. Your boy loves. Tell your husband I love some bacon. There's nothing better than to buy something for a little bit of money and then flip it and see and hear that cha-ching on your phone. I mean, like,
oh yeah,
that's the one sound that I can hear 24/7, and that wouldn't bother me. You know what I mean? There's some sounds that bother people, but in the shower, what are we talking about? The chat's going so quick right now. I have such a crazy time.
Are you eating in the shower?
Your boy Wade does eat in the shower. Is that where that came from, Mr. Pac-Man? I don't eat bacon in the shower, though. That's kind of a no-no, but I do eat. How has reselling changed your life, Tracy?
It has enabled me to not have to go get a part-time job for supplemental income. Just, yeah, that is the main part. And I don't like to sit idle. I like to work, but I don't want to go to work. I want to be able to work from home. And that's exactly what reselling has done for me. Because like you said earlier, everybody wants to do the shopping part, but then you have to come home and do the listing part. I mean, you just have to work your time wisely so that you don't shop all day and then come home and have no time to list before you have to go to bed. So you gotta kind of put time limits on yourself. And I try to, but sometimes I run over my time a little bit.
I'm missing the comedy in chat. Well, hey, I'll start reading it more. I apologize. I did read a comment. Found 4,000 pesos in a purse bought in Goodwill. a couple weeks ago, converted into $200 cash.
Nice.
So that's
Beth Ann
awesome.
says that she uploaded and synced GoDaddy. I did that about a week ago, so I'm still learning. I need to get with Justin. I was supposed to have a Google Hangout with him. He was going to explain to me the GoDaddy program, but I just literally today has been like the time that I have right now.
GoDaddy is amazing. It's one of the, from what I understand, it still doesn't sync up Poshmark. I just started getting back into Poshmark a little heavy. In fact, I listed like 25 items today. But that being said, GoDaddy, guys, if you want to get it, there's two programs I'd recommend. One is GoDaddy, and what it does is you basically will put in you can put in anything you want, business related. Some people use GoDaddy for personal related too, because I can put all the debit, credit cards in there, and it'll auto sync all your bills. So it will give you everything from your PayPal shipping to your PayPal fees. It'll categorize everything for you. It makes your life so much easier for tax season, but more importantly, to give you like visibility on your business. So, anyways,
I was terrible at bookkeeping, so I needed definitely to do something.
Yeah, especially having like kiddos at the house, like it changed, especially when you're Tracy. I mean, you're watching your kiddo for, full time, right? And trying to work.
Yes, and we homeschool, so he is with me all day long.
Man,
all day long.
You gotta get a break. I saw you. It was like what was it, a week ago maybe or something? A couple of days ago, I saw you on YouTube, and you're like, you got so much life, Tracy, because you're like, oh yeah, I go thrifting for the first time without the kiddo. Without the kid, I was able to go, and like the just the relief. I can relate to that. So, how is Poshmark going for you? That was one question.
It's picking up right now. I've actually put more effort into it. So for the longest time, I would list like a couple of things a week. And now I am listing to eBay and cross-posting it to Poshmark. So I'm doing it a little more on a regular basis, probably at least 4 or 5 items a day cross-posting. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot to some people, but with limited time, yeah, you make it work.
The idea is there's a lot of people that look at like how they should add items to their platforms, right? A lot of people say, okay, I need to list X amount per day, which is like 20 to 30 items per day for the normal person full time. I think the full time person typically is anywhere from 25 to probably 40 items a day. Any more than that, it's tough, right? But that being said, some people look at it the opposite and they're like, hey, I need to get listings done. As long as I list more than I sold, I'm growing a little bit. So that's another way to look at it. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of people too, like, so I had Christina Thrifts on here. She's really cool on Instagram. She's big. And what she does is she uses her Poshmark to sell. She sells primarily on Instagram, believe it or not, clothing.
Oh, wow.
A lot of that stuff, but she has Poshmark just to pay off her debt. So she uses one platform solely to pay off debt, and then the other ones are for income. So I thought that was really cool. If you guys aren't doing another platform, to consider starting one just to do like a goal. It could be debt or a trip, family trip to Disney or whatever the case may be. If you're hesitant to start another platform, just do it for that reason. So I thought that was really, really cool. All right. So that being said, give me like an idea of what you're selling on eBay, what you like picking up. Is it men's, women's? And are you using a mannequin, flat lane? Like, give me an idea of what it looks like when you're selling on eBay, Poshmark, and then also kind of give me an idea of what you're picking up for Amazon. You don't have to tell us what it is, but like, how many days are you sourcing? Like, give me a day in the life of you working full time.
I try to go thrifting 3 to 4 times a week. That doesn't always happen, but I really want to do that, like, because we've said that's the most fun part of it. So like, that's what you're most eager to do. And we'll start with Amazon. I go to the clearance aisle and Walmart and Target, and we have a store here called Ollie's. Don't sleep on Ollie's. I have bought so much stuff at Ollie's, and that has flipped really, really well on Amazon. I also find new inbox items at Goodwill. I don't think I have it right here on me, but I found an Oster hand mixer, and I put it on Instagram, so I have to flip over to that and see that. But I paid like $7 for it, I think. And when I was testing it out at Goodwill, the battery must have just been out on it because it's a cordless one. And so when I plugged it in, it didn't come on immediately because it needed to charge. And I was like, I'm going to take a chance on this because I looked it up on Amazon and it was selling for $150. So, but it turns out that I was restricted. So I had to put it on eBay, and I think I have it up for like 90 something on eBay right now. That was about the going rate. So that's been up for a couple of weeks, but it's things like that for Amazon, new inbox. I've sent in toys to Amazon, beauty products, some beauty products, some things I consider beauty products. I don't think that I am ungated in beauty as of yet. So, but I will have the mother load when that day comes. Mainly, well, if we're going to eBay, it is women's clothing, but I will pick up some men's clothing if it's a good high price brand. Just because I don't have, like, I know how to take measurements of pretty much everything, but I don't have the knowledge of men's clothing like I do women. Again, with the toys that I can't put on Amazon, I will send to eBay, or not send to them, but, you know, put it on eBay. So we said clothing, toys, makeup definitely goes on eBay that I can't send to Amazon. Poshmark, I am a rule follower, so I only list the clothing and accessories. I know you can send or list phone cases. I haven't made it to that part yet because I sent all my phone cases to Amazon. So I did not know that you could list phone cases on Amazon or not Amazon, sorry, Poshmark for the longest time. And now I do. So I will hopefully, if I can find some of those cheap at Walmart.
I didn't know you could. Are you sure?
Yeah, laptop cases and tablet cases and phone cases, all those types of things.
Wow.
I don't know, it's like in the bags category or something like that.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea you could do that. That's amazing. Hey, I've got a lot of Star Wars cases I can put on there.
You should do it. Yeah, I saw that one you sold the other day, or on last night's video, I think.
All right, guys. So if you have questions, put it in chat too, because I'm sorry, guys. The chat's flying, and I'm still trying to do an amazing interview, so I'm trying to do both at the same time. But if you guys have questions, make sure you put a lot of question marks. I'll try to get to it. Eureka, Wade, I'm learning from your tips. I appreciate that. Half the time it's my guest bringing the good tips. I had no idea you can do cell phone cases on Poshmark, so that's amazing. What's going on, Brock? Welcome in. Dinner time. Have a good dinner, Mark. Okay. So, and those that are asking, some people are asking about storage units. I do have a storage unit possibly here in the next 3 days, but remember, guys, I can only buy so many that's actually on auction. They have to be on auction for me to buy them. So I'll probably be going to some live auctions, and on top of that, some storage auctions here in the next few days for sure. All right. So Wade, you're the man. I appreciate that, Brock. From you, it means a lot. Seriously. All right.
Deb was mentioning, sorry, I know Deb was mentioning jewelry and Poshmark too. I also do that. Not as much as clothing, but if I see jewelry cheap enough, I will pick it up and list it over on Poshmark. It's quick seller.
Are you sharing like every night on your Poshmark?
I share basically every time I sit down in this chair. I am sharing. And like if I'm laying in bed, I'll get my phone and share one last time before I go to bed. I got so many likes on things last night before I went to bed. It was unreal.
Are you having luck sending offers to likers on your products on Poshmark?
Oh yeah, I have a lot of sell through with offers. So I don't know the percentage, but it's pretty good.
A perfect buy. She is amazing, by the way. Always commenting in my storage unit videos. But my Poshmark closet is Wade's Ventures, guys, and I took a big break on it for a while just because I didn't have a lot of time. But tonight I literally listed a bunch of cleats I'm trying to unload. But it's Wade's Ventures on Poshmark. And guys, if you guys have Poshmark closets, you can put your Poshmark names, your YouTube names, your Instagram names in chat as much as you guys want. I can, cross promote as much as you want on here. So, hey, your 7-year-old can play the Poshmark game. He's not he or she, right? Do you have a boy or a girl?
I have a son.
You have a son, yes. So your son can play the Poshmark game, and you can say, hey, click the share button on all of these, and then I will give you a toy or take you out on a walk, right? Did you know about that?
That might work for some people, but you would probably end up deleting my items.
So you come back and you have like no Poshmark.
Right.
Items.
I'd rather just stick him on his iPad for a few minutes and have him have a moment of silence
Oh yeah.
so I can do things.
So how was your 2018 sales? Like, if you can give me one positive note for 2018 selling online, and give me something that you want to improve upon going into 2019.
Oh gosh. Well, I will say that starting with Amazon was a big difference because it's a different learning curve and having to learn all the rules and ins and outs of Amazon. And that was a big step for me because I was really nervous to do it. And that's what I will say for everybody here in the chat. If you are nervous about starting Amazon, just don't be. But I will say that if you're doing, I started off with books on Amazon and I've done extremely well. Like I said, I don't have numbers in front of me, or I would try to go into that, but I don't. So yeah, just know your conditions. I would print out, I need to do this for myself actually. I just keep pulling it up on the internet, but I need to print out my condition guidelines so that I can just flip through when I'm labeling books and I know a good, I don't ever list anything new, even if it is cellophane wrapped, just because, you like to underlist and over deliver or whatever they call it, however they say. But yeah, starting Amazon is my big thing for 2018, and it really has helped us out financially. And it's just fun to do. And doing the retail arbitrage is really fun. I love to scan. I'll be in the grocery store scanning things. My husband's like, come on, we don't have time for that. So let's go. So I scan any barcode that seems like it would be, cheap enough to make profit.
It is addicting. I say this all the time, but when I go in people's houses, it's hard for me not to scan their house. I try not to.
Oh, yeah.
You see me looking around like, oh, okay, I can sell this, I can sell that. And then I would be lying to say that all 3 of my scanners are not on the first page of my iPhone.
I actually need to get one of those paid subscriptions for a scanner because I'm currently still just using the Amazon app. So I'm going to need you and Scott and Shane to get with me on that, and so we can figure out what's the best for me.
Yes. There's guys, if you click that link below or go to the video we did yesterday, it was websites and apps that you can use that help you with your reselling. There's like 71 of them, so there's a lot of them that can help you guys. And somebody did say hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that, Chicago. We have 180 people watching. Hit that thumbs up. I appreciate Tracy appreciates the love. It doesn't pay us more as creators. It just shows engagement on this video so more people can find her and follow her journey, especially since she's going to be getting a house. She's full-time. She's selling on 3 different platforms. You guys are going to want to follow her YouTube journey. So that's for sure. All right. So Tracy, tell me what you said you're going to focus on Amazon going into 2019. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but what's the ratio that you want to do going forward? Like, are you thinking Amazon? Is it a 50-50 split between eBay, Amazon, and maybe what's the percent-wise that you're going to put your effort into for reselling?
It'll probably be about 70-30 Amazon to eBay, just because Amazon is so much easier to pack and ship and send it off, and it's not sitting in the house. I think that's just the bottom line for me.
I think somebody asked for your Poshmark name too. Do you mind giving that out?
No, I don't at all. It's Poshmark is Tracy's_trends, and eBay is just same, Tracy's_trends.
I'm curious. I just saw Treasure. You said that you do the same thing, or you point out everything in your friend's house to sell on eBay. Like I do that too sometimes. I feel like the need to help people, so I'll be like, "Hey, you can sell that." Is there? Tell me. Who in chat does that? Who in chat goes to their friend's house or their mom's house and tries to sell something? Tracy, does your mom and dad or does your family ever? They know you sell full time. Do they ever try to give you stuff to sell online?
No, I have not had that yet, and I don't have a lot of friends that are local to me since we have moved to Indiana. We've been here for 3 years now, so I haven't made a ton of friends yet. Maybe when we get I think we're going to put our kid in school next year instead of homeschooling. So hopefully then I can make some mom friends, and maybe we'll see how that goes then. But don't tell anybody that I might have already been looking at stuff in my mother-in-law's house and pricing it up.
guys, can we get any mom friends in Indiana that want to hang out with Tracy? Let me know in the chat. Let's get her some mom friends in Indiana. By the way, reseller mom, I just saw her lurk. She's lurking in chat again. I saw her. She's amazing at Amazon. If you're not following her, I'm sure you are.
Oh, okay.
But reseller mom, you can right click her name and I'll go right to her YouTube channel.
I'm doing that right now because I don't know if I was following her. Let's see.
I feel like if there's anything Amazon that I have problems with, I can go to her and be like, please help me. And she'll help me because she's amazing. That's one good thing about being on social media is you kind of know, like, it's kind of like being a doctor and knowing like different types of doctors, you know, that do different things. You can kind of recommend people. I feel like I'm a doctor in the reselling community. Like I can point people to really amazing resellers to help them along the way. And she's one of them. All right. So I think we're getting the kind of the lay of land here. I'm curious before we go any further, because what made you want to start a YouTube channel up? Like, we're giving your YouTube channel link out a lot. Like, what made you want to be on social media? And the reason I want to ask you that question is I think that's really important going into 2019, that if you're not on social media and you're a reseller, I mean, I get that you have a YouTube name, but if you want to start a channel, you don't even have to make your videos public. You can make them private. But give me an idea of why you started a YouTube channel and maybe some pointers for people that are looking to get into it that maybe are timid or shy or just haven't thought about it yet.
Well, I like to talk. That's one of the main reasons. And nobody else around here cares what I have to say about reselling, really. So I kind of get like blank stares and people start to lose interest really quickly when I start like if I start going through a bag of like, look, I got this. This is new with tags. I paid $1/4 for this. And they're all like, all right. Okay. But I will say about doing live YouTube shows, I've only done a few. I've probably only done 5. You just have to do it. It's kind of like looking at your desk pile and going, oh, I don't want to do this because it's so much stuff. And then you start doing it and then you start just going with it and it starts becoming like, I don't know if I say fun, but like you just like doing it and you just do it. And with YouTube, you just get more and more relaxed. The more you talk and the more you look at your chat and you interact with your people, you kind of just forget that you're live. You lose your nerves. You're just talking to people and answering questions. And like, I get help too from people in my chat. Like if I'm taking a picture of something and I don't know what style of shirt or style of sleeve is on this shirt, I can put it in the chat and ask them, and like somebody will come through. So
it's crazy. So yesterday I was addicted to watching the Bin Pickers. Anybody watch the Bin Pickers, guys? They're from Oregon.
Yep.
Originally actually from Oregon and then California, and then I don't know where they live now, but I'm addicted to watching them. I feel like I can go there and speak commentary and be like, yep, or how do they do the beginning part, Tracy? I don't even know, but they do this cool beginning part.
Vaguely remember that. I watch their videos sometimes, but I can't remember. I know what you're talking about though.
Yes, so they're amazing. And then I was watching Yvonne. She was really cool. Man, she knows her labels. That's another good YouTube channel out there. But it's fun to me that you get like, I know more people online than I do in person. Like I have more relationships over Insta, right? Tracy, what's your Instagram, by the way?
It is tracy.thrifts.it, just like my YouTube channel name.
Tracy.thrifts.it. Tracy Thrifts It. I love the Bin Pickers. I'm with you on that. They're amazing. I love the Bin Pickers. If you guys have not watched the Bin Pickers, go to their latest video and comment and say Wade sent you, and blow their stuff up because they're really cool. What they do is they sit, husband and wife team, they sit together, and so then they go through everything that's sold. What sold Sundays? That's what they do. It's crazy cool. All right, so Miss Tracy, what are you doing to ramp up your business this year? Like, I understand you're getting a new place, which equals more room for you to put inventory. You didn't mention, are you doing flat laying? Are you doing mannequins? Like, how are you laying out your inventory? And real quick, did I miss a super chat, by the way? Yeah, Carl. I appreciate the support, guys. People that super chat me. I wish I can do more for you guys, like fist pump you or high five you. I say that every show. I wish I can like give you a man hug or do something for you because that's awesome. And I appreciate the support. Carl says, hey, Wade, my wife buys lockers here in Portland. May run into you sometime. I would love just to hang out with you and your wife. Even if we didn't buy any lockers, just hang out with you if you're in Portland, Oregon. And maybe we can just do a live auction. Like I know a lot of auctioneers here in this area. I know a lot of auctioneers here in Portland. So maybe we can just do something together. That would be awesome. If I love buying storage auction lockers, I buy a lot of them. I own my own box truck, guys. I try to buy at least 5 or 6 a month. And so I'd love to do that. I'd love to hang out with you. But Tracy, how are you processing your inventory? Are you doing mannequins, flat lane? What are you doing there?
I do both sometimes. The mannequin has been in storage for a little bit, so I have been recently doing flat lays, but I really love using a mannequin. And I've had her for about probably 10 to 15 years now. She's still going strong. Her name is Mandelica. So if you ever see her in my videos, it's Mandelica.
Mandelica?
Yeah.
I feel like she's gonna like eat your clothing or something.
Right. She doesn't have a head. She's just neck and torso. No eating clothes here.
A perfect buy. You live in Vancouver, man. Hey, if I was in Indiana right now, we'd be doing this interview at Tracy's place. You know, I'm not a thrift mom or anything, but we can hang out. Wow, you live in. Hey, my brother lives in Oregon. How many people from Portland, Oregon, or from Oregon live in that are in the chat right now? Like, hey guys, let me know where you live. Like, let me know what state you guys live in. Can you guys just put your state and your city? I'm curious where you guys all live. I love to do that because other people can see and network with other people within their city and state. So possibly somebody in Indiana will find somebody in Indiana and be like, hey, let's go have lunch together sometime and we can hit the really expensive Goodwill.
So.
Yeah.
Hit me up, 'cause I need some friends over here.
Yeah. Salem, Oregon, or is that Salem, Oregon? Oregon, Illinois, Brock, Michigan, Ohio, Longview, Washington. That's actually not far at all.
I don't know if Grandma Wrinkles is in the chat right now. Do you know who I'm talking about, Wade?
So Grandma Wrinkles won a light box from me.
Oh, cool.
That Amazon light box, that $135 one, I was on Lindy Glenn's YouTube channel and we gave that away. Okay. So that was really cool.
Gotcha. Well, she commented on the video I did last and was saying that she's in the southern part of Indiana. So maybe I need to meet up with her one of these days.
Dude, anybody else in Indiana? Man, there's a lot. The chat is flying right now. We got Texas in here, Indianapolis. Ooh, go Colts. Maybe they're doing a lot better.
You're in the wrong chat.
Uh-oh. What's the score right now, guys? What's the score?
Alabama is getting slaughtered right now.
Yes.
I'm kind of sad.
I knew that would happen, by the way. Clemson that's a different animal. They haven't got that yet. Poor bearded picker Scott. He's probably crying right now. I won't be able to get a hold of him for a few days.
I'm definitely gonna need a beer after this.
I didn't notice you had that shirt on. That I've got a shirt on too, guys.
Real bad.
Yeah. I am that guy. Okay. Anyways, there's a lot of people from Oregon here. I'm surprised. Oregon City, Florida. Or sorry, Orange City.
Oh yeah, Jennifer. I talked with Jennifer Weddle last night on the chat with my YouTube video as well. So she's in Indy, about 2 hours away from me.
Pac-Man, are you a fan? Roll Tide. No dancing, please. Did you guys see that? Did you see that episode, Tracy?
Yes, I did.
Man, I can do the sprinkler too if I want to. People love that.
And I can't believe you made that person sing.
Yes. Oh, he was amazing. All
right.
Really
was.
So Tracy, I've got a couple gifts real quick that I'm going to shout out real quick. Okay. I promised I would do it live, and you know some of these people. So the first gift, guys, those of you who don't know, at the bottom of the video, of any video, I have my address, and people can send me gifts. So I always want to unbox the gifts live. So we have it's a little dirty here, but the best admin in the business gave me Wade's Ventures steel sign. So I'm going to put this up in my office, guys. Really cool. This thing is big too. Cool. And that was just Pac-Man. He sent this for Christmas, man. I love it, dude. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's really cool. So I'm going to put this up in the office. And I couldn't believe when I got it. And it was funny because he sent it 2 weeks before Christmas. And I was like, who sent me this? I was trying to find out who sent me it. I didn't know for like 2 weeks. And then I finally found out that he sent it to me. All right. And then also, I'm going to read this real quick. I'm getting eBay offers. Let's do this.
Nice.
All right. Sorry, I got like 5 cards here. Let's read this one here. Okay. Hopefully, Mr. Pac-Man, you don't mind if I read this out loud, okay? I just love honestly, guys, I love meeting people and I love like creating these relationships. So I figured I would read this. God, he's got beautiful handwriting too, guys. Look at this. Look,
that's much better than me.
Yeah, yes, Mr. Pac-Man. Okay, to the Wade's Ventures family. Let me make sure this is from Pac-Man. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Justin, I hope all of you have a great Christmas. I appreciate everything you do, Wade. Thanks for all the guidance and help introducing so many amazing resellers and people. I heard you mention the sign that you received. They were supposed to wait until I sent that later to ship. Wait to send that later with the letter to ship. Supposedly, I guess they shipped it too early. I know Ashley and your mom do a ton to help, and I want to thank them also. So he sent a $10 and a $10. He sent 2 gift cards to both Ashley and my mom. He even sent a gift card to Mom or Grandma Ventures, which is really cool. And by the way, she did already use that gift card, Pac-Man. She used that gift card. So I thought this was really cool. He sent a really awesome letter, and he sent the sign and also the gift cards, which money isn't everything, but honestly, I can't thank him enough. Like, he's always been super supportive. So Pac-Man, give Pac-Man some love for 2018, guys. 2018, the best admin in the business. So I appreciate that. All right, we have 2 more, and then we'll get back to the interview here. We have another one. This card here. You guys all know Valerie, right? Hickory Springs, Valerie. Okay. Your continued support and inspiration means the world to me. I'm lucky to have known you on YouTube. You have a beautiful family. The best. Happy holidays, Hickory Springs. Or Valerie, Hickory Springs, excuse me. 2018, guys. So, but man, look at that handwriting. She is amazing. She's amazing. I don't know if she's in chat right now, but Valerie, I appreciate you sending this beautiful letter.
That is a really pretty card too.
Yes. Okay. This is really cool. You guys are gonna freak out when you see this. This thing is amazing. Oh, Hickory's in chat. She's doing a lot of hearts right now. Okay. All right. We have another letter. The last one that I'll do here. Look how beautiful that is. This is for Christmas. All right. And this is some Resell Remedy, guys. Remember when I had her on live and she had the big turtle that actually, like, you know, like went piss on my channel and it's like spewed out like water. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
She was guys, Resell Remedies, she was going through a lot of personal stuff in her life. So much love for you, Resell Remedy. I want to do this live for you. I know you're not live in chat, but you're an amazing woman. So thank you so much for all you have done for me. And there's some other stuff on here, guys, but regardless, I won't say it all live, but she is amazing. And what she sent me was, look at that. So,
oh
Tracy,
so cool.
She handmade an eBay cone and sent this to me.
That is pretty epic.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Holy
The
cow.
color's awesome too.
Yeah, so that was really cool. I don't know how long it took her too, because I mean, this is like, she is good at arts and crafts. Like this took a while.
I want one.
Yeah, so she sent me that. That's amazing. Um, amazing. Oh, Stephanie. So Stephanie, that's her daughter, by the way. She's amazing too. But yeah, tell your mom I really appreciate her. I appreciate this, and that's really really cool. So hopefully she's doing a lot better, because I know she was going through some stuff. So I figured I'd do that live. eBay tape, yes, I know, but I don't know how the heck she made it, because this thing is like, they kicked me out of kindergarten because I couldn't color between the lines, Tracy. So how the heck did somebody make this thing? I don't know, but that is really really cool. So I appreciate you guys
Mom, my mother is in the chat now.
Your mom's in the chat. Well, where's
Yeah,
mom at?
her name is Sheila.
Sheila?
I don't know if she's going to comment very much, but she's in there. I saw her comment once. I think it was the score of the game.
Nice, Sheila. Hey, you've got a really cool daughter. Really cool daughter. And by the way, Tracy, you've been a follower of mine for quite a while. So I appreciate you, because you've been remember back when I had like nobody watching me, and we'd put on the music, and I would like, be by my mannequin, putting clothes on there, taking pictures, just having a good old time. Back in the
Thank you for the tips. That's why we're here, and
Yes.
because we like you.
Yeah, it was. If you guys watch that video, it's still up. I should take it off, but it's still up on the channel, guys. It's 2 hours long, and I'm showing people how to take white photos for backgrounds for their mannequins. So time flies. Like 2018 was crazy for me, Tracy. Like I basically went from, I mean, we're approaching almost 19,000 amazing people following me on Instagram. 19,000,
I see that, yeah.
And in 2018, I was, a few hundred people. And so last year was crazy. And I think the biggest thing for me was, I don't know, you guys are all crazy for following me. I don't know. I have no idea why you're following me, but it was just an amazing year. And that's why I really cherish these interviews with you and other people, because I understand what it's like to start out social media. I understand what it's like when you're first starting out, because a lot of people realize that they're thinking that people want to start social media to make a bunch of money, and that's not the case. When you start social media, you create partnerships and bonds between people. You get to know people. You get insider tips. You get help, and that's why I like to help people with social media. And that's why I think that it's really important that we find cool people, gems in the community, and bring them on a channel like this so they can get more exposure, so more people can uncover them. And so that's why I think your YouTube channel is going to be fantastic. I like the way you did with the banner, really colorful. And I hope that you do indeed continue to make videos, because it's really important that everybody watching tonight that subscribe to you can see you more often and get to know you. And also, more importantly, maybe get some nuggets or some stuff that you do that possibly they would like to adopt and do for their business. So,
and you can help me and give me the tips.
Yeah, seriously.
We all can use some tips, right?
Yes. Like, Tracy, man, I bought, like, Ashley, my wife, can tell you, I bought God knows how many storage units, 50, 60 storage units. Didn't put one of them online. This is before I was on YouTube, right? Can you imagine if I would have put like all those storage unit videos online? I would have known so many more people so much quicker, right? That's one regret that I have. Like when I first started out, I did not start social media. I was a lurker in chat, but I never created any videos. And you can imagine the amount of people I would have met along the way that I just, I didn't think about it at the time, really, is what it came down to. So if there's one regret that I have starting the reselling journey, it's the fact that I did not start social media early. And 2018 was kind of my year. 2017, I didn't do much. So anyways, that's why I envy you, because you're in a transitional period in your life, right? Like you're going to be getting a house, you're full time, and now's the perfect time. I know it sounds hectic for you to do videos, but now's the best time to do videos so people can kind of see how that all plays out, right?
Just most of them will probably be late at night after my son goes to bed.
Yeah. Oh, you do one tonight?
Possibly. I have 3 bags of clothing and some plush that I can show off, and hopefully tonight I can tear off pieces of paper long enough to cover the whole. I have to hang them up on the wall right now because I need that white backdrop for eBay, of course. Last night I did not cut my paper long enough to be able to stand back and take a square photo of it. So that video kind of just turned into a haul video instead of taking pictures. And I took my pictures later after the fact.
Well,
tonight.
That would be me. I would lurk in it. You're going to need to do something because your team is probably going to lose, right? I'm not looking at the score right now. All right. So we're getting towards the end of the interview here, guys. I've got a couple more questions. The first to the second to the last question here is there any tips or tricks that you would give somebody, whether they're reselling for full-time or part-time? Is there anything that you would give somebody, recommend something? Could be a website, could be an app, or it could be just a process or a policy. Like what would you tell somebody starting out reselling, or even that's been reselling for a while? Is there any tips or tricks or hacks or anything that you've noticed along the way?
I have an app, that I can recommend, and it's only for Apple right now, and it does cost $2.99, but it is a one-time fee, and it's called Pick Tap Go. So you take your picture, you go into edit on your iPhone, you click the three dots, it drops down, there's your app, and then I use the filter that's called Lights On, and it brings it up super bright, so you get your natural colors of the more natural colors of the clothing anyway. And then you have to just like adjust your bar until like you get your actual color a little bit. So most of my pictures on the iPhone are a little dark, so I definitely have to do something, but I don't have time to use those apps that you have to like outline the background to make it all disappear. That is, to me, and I'm not knocking anybody who's actually doing that, but to me, that is just entirely too time consuming with clothing. So Pick Tap Go app.
I've never heard of that app, actually. Has anybody in chat used that app? Because if they have, I think I'm going to add that to my websites and apps to help people. I've never heard of that app before. I
actually picked that tip up from Jenna at Empty Hanger.
Interesting. A lot of people, what they do is they adjust the first photo just to get them in the ad, and then they'll have all the other photos the same. So when you do white backgrounds, I think it is time consuming, but it is awesome to be able to do the first one just to get them in the listing. And then once you get them in the listing, your chances of it selling are way higher than them just scrolling past, with kind of a darker photo. But there's a lot of apps you can use. There's actually 3 apps that I recommend that are down below that we recommended last night. I'm trying to get one of them out. Let me actually pull up the website here. So this website's not bad, guys. It is free. I'll give you a link right now, actually. And they do have an app for Android and Apple. Let's see. So this is one of them.
I see you, Liquidation Pros.
Liquidation Pros are in the house. We're doing a cool interview, guys. So all right, so there's that. That's a good website you can use. I mean, it's free. You kind of get what you pay for, kind of thing. You can pay the paid version. I don't. I just use the free version. And if you take time, just do the main picture and then leave all the rest the same. You'll probably get more of a sell-through rate on that. What's going on, Andre? My buddy here. He's got a cool.
Hey,
he's amazing. So, all right. Now we always leave off our show with words of wisdom. And I think that it is really important to leave off on a positive note, but I'm going to let you think about that for a second. I'm going to let you think of your words of wisdom, and it could be anything. But before we give the words of wisdom, guys, I just want to say, Tracy, I appreciate you coming on here. Again, you've always been in my chat. You've been a longtime viewer. You've always been a big supporter of mine. And that's what's so super cool of doing these interviews is I can get people from chat live with me so other people can just discover you. And so I hope everybody goes to her YouTube channel, guys. I'm going to be putting her link in chat so you guys can go and subscribe to her YouTube channel. Like I said, she is amazing. And you are looking to put out like pretty much weekly content, right?
Yes, absolutely. And thank you, Wade, for having me on your channel. I really appreciate it.
Yes, yes. And like I said, I love discovering new people, and so you've been reselling for a while, but you're just kind of getting into the social media thing, and I think that's fantastic. So go subscribe to her, guys. This week we are jam packed. We have I don't want to give out every guest I'm going to have, but we have Lindy Glenn's going to be here Wednesday, guys. If you guys know Lindy Glenn, she's got a really cool YouTube channel. So Lindy Glenn will be here Wednesday live with me, I believe 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we have Liquidation Pros is going to be here Thursday, guys. And Liquidation Pros did over $200,000 last year, and he does have a full-time job. He does have employees, really cool guy. So he's getting back into the YouTube. So we have Lindy Glenn, Liquidation Pros. And then Friday, guys, we have Flipping Profits. He's a full-time seller as well. And a really cool guy. So he's going to be live, and that's going to be Friday. So you guys are going to get a lot of good information from those three. And then we have a really amazing interview tomorrow with Shamrock. She's probably in chat. So that's going to be tomorrow as well. So this is the first time on the channel that we've gone a full week having live shows. And then those that watch my my channel for storage units, I'm bidding on 2 units right now. And if I get those, I will definitely be doing some storage unit videos this week and hopefully have them out to you either Saturday or Sunday as well. So if you're watching my show for that, believe me, I love buying storage units, but you can only buy storage units if they're up for auction. So those will be happening. And if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe both to me, both to Tracy. Make sure you hit the little bell icon so you know when we go live. And I appreciate you guys, seriously. So that being said, Tracy, what is your words of wisdom?
I would say to, if you're in any kind of Facebook groups or on Instagram and you see people asking questions, be nice to them, because they are probably, or just, I'm not a new seller and I have questions sometimes, and people can be very nasty, like you should already know the answer to that, or they come off as that should be an obvious answer. Well, it's probably not to someone who is brand new. So even if you feel like you want to be snarky or something, don't do it. Be nice to people. People are looking for help. We all started in this. We all had a starting point. We all had questions at the beginning. We all needed that help. And that's what we're here for. We're here on YouTube. We're here on Instagram. We're here on Facebook. You guys can find me, message me. I will try to help you with anything you need help with. But I'm just going to say, be nice and be respectful to people, because it's all too often people are being mean and nasty to people in the comments and chats. So that's it for me.
I said this on our live show Sunday, Tracy, and I was like, I saw something from Gary Vee, and I'm not that guy that likes to quote Gary Vee. In fact, if you guys don't know this, I'm actually following Gary Vee on Instagram. I'm not following him on YouTube either. I'm not following Gary Vee. I still read about him and see what he's doing. And he did say something that hit home. He goes, people act differently because you feel like you're going to live forever, right? When you just feel like you're going to live forever, like time is infinite, and it's just not the case. You know, millions of years, I mean, people have gone and passed, and so he said something interesting. He said that if you knew you were going to pass away in 1 week, what would you do? One, you wouldn't worry about the little piddly stuff going on in your life. You wouldn't worry about that. And you would probably be nicer to people in most cases. Obviously, there's some cases, but and also nice to yourself. Like, you've got a week. What are you going to do with it, right? You're probably going to be on some beach sipping something, right? So it just hit home, because we never know when our last day is. And at the end of the day, whether you're doing this full-time or part-time, you're doing this to make a living, to what? To spend more time with your family and be your own boss, so you can kind of adjust your schedule to your lifestyle. So I just thought that would hit home. So yes, be kind. That's one good value of a person. And I think that I wouldn't say I believe in karma, but I kind of do. So if you're a good person, good things are going to happen to you. That's the way it is. I mean, good things happen. Right. Yeah. So that being said, guys, thanks for watching tonight. Please come tomorrow and come Wednesday. I've got a lot of good questions for Lindy. I've got a lot of good questions for Shamrock, and I've got a lot of good questions for Flipping Profits, and I got a lot of good questions for Liquidation Pros. So I will see you tomorrow night, and thank you so much for coming. Tracy, you're amazing. You want to say
Good night,
anything else?
guys.
Good night, guys. Wait out.